switching over now. The map is going to be Havana. The game type is going to be Demolition. I mean, Tony, we've watched both of these teams play now and commentated on them. What are you thinking?
Well, it seemed as if Fariko did have the slaying power against Fnatic, but coming in this Demolition here, I'm fully expecting a very well set up Fnatic team. We're going to go with Demolition Havana as the next map, so it's quite close quarters, quite long distance combat.
Fnatic's been playing Demolition really well, and on Havana.
Brilliant.
Yeah, they did a great job on Demolition Havana. They ended up, who was it, 2-0 over somebody that they were playing.
I can't remember who it was.
Yeah, big time. So, and they love to be aggressive on the attack side there on Havana. So looking forward to that, man. Rel's not having it. I appreciate it.
Thumbs up in the crowd. Yeah, they're just setting up this game at the moment now, and I'm not sure which team is taking host.
I think it will be
Fnatic are ready
Fnatic
to go.
Team. Yep.
Yeah.
And Fariko already just confirming that now between the two teams. So Fnatic, MSI have just got to keep their heads up here. I mean, they are currently in the lead overall, but they've just suffered a defeat to Fariko, and it could put them on the back foot a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, they don't want to let the heads down at all because of the fact that, I mean, they do have the 3-0 lead going into it, which is a massive advantage. I mean, it might be a best out of 11, but, well, you can't count anybody out. This stream, man.
Yeah, man. It's all shenanigans. You got to love it. It's all in good fun, man. We're having a good time here at EGL4 as we're about to kick off Havana Demolition, game number 2. We've got the grand finals going on right now. If you're just tuning into the stream here, it is Fnatic versus Fariko. Fnatic trying to repeat back-to-back championships here at EGL, and it's going to be a big match.
Yeah, we will stick to the attacking side as per usual, which is what we like to do on Demolition because it shows the more aggressive gameplay.
Sure.
So first up, it's going to be Fariko. They want to continue. They've built momentum up now. They've won that first round, and they've just got to stay hyped moving into this Demolition to continue that good form that they have shown so far.
Yeah, Torres almost got caught with a nade there, but missed it. Toby takes out T1 in here, but Torres pops around, takes out Vapes here, trying to go up big with a 2-piece, and does take out Toby. So Torres is on a roll right now, kicking it off here. Huge start as Rev shanks MC there. These guys got a nice setup going on B, and it looks like somebody here, it is T1 that's helping them out. Almost planted there, but knows he's got to get in there. Sees two guys in front of him. Toby picking up a nice 2-piece as T1 gets in there, and Rush are set up. So they got to push up a little bit further, set up that spawn trap, and these guys are looking really good off the start, but MC is not having it right now.
Yeah, they were concentrating on the B-bomb site as they got a good hold of it straight away. Torres is still around there, but now they really want to be thinking, okay, we've had a minute or so on the B-bomb site. Let's just make sure we get A down and get that time extension. But MC coming big there in that time there. He hasn't had a great event so far when we've watched him. I mean, within other games that might not have been streamed.
Yeah, he had a slow start of it to his day today, but he has been picking it up here and is progressively just getting back to where MC plays. And that's a high level because early on you just set high expectations for a player like that, and when you don't see him playing at that level, it's easy to call him out, but he has been on top of his game ever since then.
Yeah, I mean, what we just saw then was Fariko trying to push the more difficult bomb. If they did manage to secure that early on, Vapes with a 2-piece, follows the AK shot up with the knife. Fariko were pushing the B-bomb early. It is a lot more difficult to get down. If they could have secured that, that would have been huge for them. But realizing that they are running short of time, they've opted to go for the easier bomb to try and get that time extension.
Fnatic is on one right now. These guys are not happy about game 1, and they're just going off right now. Out of the last 20 kills or so, I'd say about 15 have gone in favor of Fnatic. So they're just doing big things here as BIS. They're getting pushed all the way in their spawn. Fnatic's actually almost trapping Fariko in a spawn trap right now. That's how aggressive Fnatic's playing right now, and I love to see that style. 57 seconds left on the clock. Finally, Fariko's got a little bit of breathing room as they're trying to get up there and plant, and Rush just going to go up there depending on if he can get up there or not, but they've got a nice setup around A, and it looks like they'll get this plant off.
Yeah, it does look like this bomb is going to go down. What they need to make sure they do here is push the spawns. You can't be defensive when you get it down. It's very easy to get overrun, but it does look like the Fariko team have pushed a lot, one aggressive player forward, and the thing is to do off A is try and get forward down and push that B bomb while it is still up. So it'll be interesting to see if they take that route or they sit back a little bit and have one person push, but at the moment it seems as if they're just being quite passive and they're just going to whittle this time down.
Yeah, I think since B didn't go too well for them, they almost got set up in there. They want to ensure that A goes off here. As you see, Rush is just camping outside Waterfall, making sure that all of that as well. As Vapes is moving in, I think you can safely say now at this point A is going to go off. They're going to get the time extension. However, since they only get that bomb down at like 50 seconds, their time extension is only going to be 2 minutes and 44 seconds on the clock. So it doesn't give them all the time in the world. And Demolition, it takes a while, believe it or not, to push, to set up, and get an actual good plant down. So they're going to need to utilize all this time wisely as Rush is back here, and they're trying to set up another push around B. So let's see if Fnatic is going to step it up like they were earlier, or if Fariko is going to be able to handle this.
Yeah, I mean, 2 minutes 22 left on the clock. It isn't much time to secure this harder bomb site. Fnatic are going to do a good job defending this BIS with a two-piece. Toby coming around the back, managing to clean up against Rush, leaving only one of Fariko left, which was Rev, and he has been taken out. Fnatic could opt to push for a spawn trap now, which would be big, big trouble for Fariko.
Yeah, what they need to do is push around the A sides of the spawn to make sure they do trap them on that spawn, but it does look like they pushed up a little bit through mid-map, but Toby and BIS pulling some numbers out, killing Torres and Rush as Fariko answers back and kills Vapes. He needs to push up a little bit more here. They don't want to get trapped in, and that's what's currently happening there. It does look like Fnatic will have somebody over on the A side of the Demolition map to make sure they do spawn back at the bar and back in the garage. And Fnatic are just going to sit there all day.
Yeah, BIS and MC are just taking care of business there as they were setting up, moving through there. And again, we see Fariko struggling to get out of a spawn. They've got 4 down there, trying to make another attempt at B. They're using smoke screens, but MC set up on top hotel, taking them out. And it is a hard battle to get in there with how well Fnatic is set up. So at any time, they've got to start pushing behind there. But Vapes isn't having it, picking up a 2-piece, knocking out both Rev and Rush. These guys are on top of things right now.
Yeah, Fariko are just throwing absolutely everything they've got at this B bomb site. They are slowly running out of time with just over a minute left. BIS preventing Torres from doing anything there. Rush is going to try and switch things up a little bit though. A change of strategy rather than just going in single file straight at the B bomb site. And they've got to play very tactical here. Manages to get Toby. That's 2 down against Fnatic. Fariko really needed to kill Vapes there, but Vapes proving to be too strong for Rush.
Nice call-outs. You got to give the props. You can tell that they're communicating well, this Fnatic squad, of letting people know when they go down and moving around. So everything is very well placed out. They've got incredible map control, but now Fariko does get a bomb down here, but Fnatic is clearing it off, so they might get it defused. If somebody from Fariko doesn't connect this grenade right here, it's Torres that tosses it, and too little too late as the bomb did get defused, and now time is dwindling down. It is looking as if Fnatic is going to take this one off. And you got to watch out because you know they play their offensive side on Demolition Havana really well. So the fact that they pull this defensive side out for Fnatic looks like it'll bode well for them because they can win an offensive side round.
There's only 15 seconds left on the clock, and Fariko got a quite a good push here. They are inside the bomb site, but they do need to get them bomb plant down. Vapes pulling out the 2-piece. MC clearing out T1, and Torres is left all on his own. That bomb site is not going to get planted, and that's going to be 1-0 to Fnatic MSI on the Demolition side.
Yeah, I mean, the Fariko did manage to get that B bomb site down. They're not letting it get to them, though. They are getting ready for the defensive side. We're going to switch over onto Fnatic now, see how well they do on the attack. And let's get on board with them. We are on board with MC now. Switching things up a little bit. He's put the AK away, and he is going to be playing aggressively with that SMG. So, obviously, he can use both of these guns very well, although he is sitting back a little bit, gets turned on by Rush, a brilliant kill.
Yeah, Rush really well there, just going in there in the MP5, just taking him out as Vapes was able to pick up a kill. We're on board with him now as he is making some moves behind enemy lines, trying to knock him out. And you've got Toby that picks up the shank, and he is sitting back as well. So Fnatic still playing really well here, playing aggressive and getting some kills. Let's actually look at the stats real quick. If you look at everybody for Fnatic is in the positive. I mean, they are absolutely outslaying Fariko in a big, big way.
T1 isn't having his best game at the moment. He's going heavily negative. We haven't really seen that from this tournament. Every time I've watched him, he has played very, very well. So a bit of a surprise thing, and maybe the pressure is getting to him a little bit.
He's almost at a 1-3 KD.
It's not going brilliant for him, as Fnatic did get that bomb down very, very good.
Fnatic, they got it together. I mean, they had to warm up a little bit. You have to think, we only had like about a half hour down. They had not played in quite some time since the last time we saw them on main stage. So you got to think that you got to incorporate that as well too.
They are 1-0 up though, Fnatic. MC with the SMG top red now. They're just making sure that they get this A-bomb down securely. I don't think any of Fariko are going to be defusing this, so they're going to have a bit, well, a lot bigger time extension than Fariko did to push this B-bomb. And here we go now. They're going to try and set up and get a bit of a pronged attack, but Fariko are having none of it, managing to take out 3 T1 with the 2-piece, leaving Biss all on his own. Biss is down, and now Fariko can push those spawns and prevent Fnatic from pushing that B-bomb site.
I think T1 heard a little bit of flack from the audience that he stepped it up big time there as he just went on a run. I think he's on a 5-6 kill run here. Hasn't been stopped yet or taken off as the Fnatic boys are just spawning back in. They're trying to break out a bar here as T1 is still in the rain, taking out everybody here. So they've got to stop him as he is finally stepping it up here. Shanking MC there, and Fnatic struggling right now, but they did break free of that, and they've got some people in position that they need him to, but that didn't last long as Rev goes in bottom hotel and just takes him out.
It does look like Fariko are playing a very, very aggressive game here. They are pushing into spawn at any opportunity they get, and they did have them in there for a few seconds, but Fnatic just pushed themselves out quite easily, and they still have a good 3 minutes left on that clock to get B-bomb down, but they are getting outstayed a little bit on this round.
Yeah, Fariko are doing an absolutely excellent job of defending this B-bomb site there. Fnatic team have had a lot more time than Fariko did to actually get the plant down, but you can just see the kill feed coming up there, and time after time again, it is Fariko that are making those kills. Maybe Fnatic only got ahead because they were defending previously, but Fariko have stepped up their game, and they really don't want to let Fnatic take this, otherwise it will be 4-1 in this 1-6 series.
And MC moving in here, taking out T1 as he is trying to get in there. Vapes takes out Rev, so that's going to be 2 down. And now they're starting to make some moves, setting up a perimeter around B here to get a plant. And you've got Rush that takes out Toby. Vapes takes out Torres. And now has, again, 2 down here. Almost make it 3, though. MC's just going huge right now, taking out everybody for Fariko. That's still 2 down. They're going to get a bomb plan in there. And now the question is, can Fnatic defend this?
Big cheer for Vapes in the audience there as he picks up that 2-piece with the AK. He's just causing trouble in the spawn of Fariko. Time is ticking on that bomb site, and Fnatic are looking very well set up, and this is going to be trouble for the Fariko team.
Yeah, there's looking like a 2-0 written all over it here now, as but MC has taken out Biss, and that is 2 of the Fnatic MSI team down. We're on board with MC with Vapes coming in on the spawn. He's going to come through the middle of the map. But MC has got the head advantage there, and he does take out the Fariko team. That's 3 down.
That is it there. I mean, Revs is up there, but MC just clearing house on everybody. And there you have it. Fnatic is going to pull this one out as they go 2-0 on Demolition, picking up a game number 2 win here. So essentially the series is at 4-1 if you look at it that way.
It's what we were expecting with this Demolition. We obviously said that they were so strong.